This thing on yet? Here we go. Woo! All right. Hope this is placed correctly. I look bald. Let me get that like that. There we go. A little bit better. Right about there. Trying to knock this thing over. Man, what a messy desk on camera. What a messy desk. Okay, well, we're getting started here. Oh, building 3 Game Boys today. It's gonna be relatively short stream, but we're gonna do 3. We're doing this SP. Hopefully we won't have any hiccups with the AGS-101 build. I haven't done one of these in a while. And then we have another SP build. So we're gonna do the SP builds first. We'll save the 101 GBA till the end. Have the donor right here. I think it's pretty messed up, but it should be fine. All right, let's get started on this first. I got a new lens. This thing has a really far zoom. Pretty awesome. Very close focus distance. I'm very stoked about this lens. I know no one else probably cares. I'm very nerdy for camera stuff. So I got this new lens. Pretty excited about it. Pretty quick focus too. Pretty stoked. Okay, let's move on to this Lugia bad boy right here. God, I can't wait to clean this desk. I've just been like such a grind mode. I haven't been even bothering to clean it because what's the point? Thank you for the sub, Pedro. All right, let's get this screen in first. Certain way I do this now. So screens don't seem to ever come with the brackets anymore. Cannot tell you why. Very much annoys me, but we have a solution. There is a solution. All right. How much are these kits cost roughly? Well, it depends on what you mean by kit. If you wanted to buy the shell, which we don't sell the shells, but if you wanted to buy, we'll just say a shell, it's gonna run you like $25-ish. And then a screen is like 60, and then buttons are like 5 to 10, somewhere in that range. All right, I'll show you my method of doing these screens. So we're using foam tape. My loving foam tape. Never lets me down. Little strip like that. That's gonna make it happen right there. Just gonna put this on the side. Hold the screen in place. Pop the screen in. Get it right where it goes. Kind of stick that down so it's not visible from the side. Centered up. Okay. The next thing we do is we got to put some double-sided tape kind of to keep the screen from falling in, and it needs to be along this area right here, but I don't want it to be visible because the shell is clear, so I always use the graphic to hide it. So we're gonna put some right here on Lugia's wing and on the Pokemon logo. What's going on, Spiff? I think you're stopping in, buddy. Alright, so this one's going on the Pokemon logo. Kind of bend it so don't see it. Perfect. Next one's going to go on the wing. Alright, the wing. Right here. Kind of roll this over. Right in there. So we're good. We don't see anything. This is what we want. Nice clean look. And when we tap the screen, it doesn't fall in. Perfect. I got some screws right here. Go ahead and grab those. We need 4 small ones. Yep. And there we go. This one's getting USB-C and an upgraded battery, but I already drilled and glued in the USB-C charging, so we don't have to do that on stream. So I got this new lens. I've been struggling trying to find a lens really all year. What's going on, NG? I've been struggling to find a lens all year that really works for what I need it to do without being extremely enormous. And the problem was it's hard to find a good lens that has a lot of reach, but also has a close minimum focus distance. And this one does, it could be a little bit tighter. If I would want it to be probably 10 millimeters lighter or tighter if possible. But this one is nice because it has a really close focus distance. So I can actually show you guys stuff pretty well. And in my new setup at the shed, I'll be able to actually lower the camera. So if I want to do some like really tight work, I should be able to show it off pretty easily. And here it's kind of, it can go back and forth, but it can't go down anymore without a lot of trouble. So here we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Most of the time I don't need the shots to be that tight, but when I'm soldering and stuff, I like for you guys to be able to see my hands shake at extremely professional levels. What's going on, Mark? Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for stopping in the stream, dude. Yeah, dude, I am very stoked about the new setup myself. I feel like I just keep talking about it and it's just like it never exists. It will never exist. Now, I've just been really trying to make sure that I can dedicate like a full 5 days to just nailing stuff out in there without falling super far behind. And that's why it's been taking us all year, basically. I think we got the shed in May, which is kind of crazy, but time really does fly when you work, you know, doing something you like. Jacob, what's going on? I'm thinking of doing an SP shell swap as my first mod. Would that be hard for a beginner? No, the SP shell swaps are pretty easy. The only hard part is the part I just did, where you feed the ribbon cable in. Let me show you how it works right here, because this is the part you'll struggle with the first time you do it. Okay, so when you have the screen, I'm gonna do it slow-mo for you, so you know how to do it. So this is how your screen's gonna be once you put the screen in the top part of the shell. You should have a nice curl right here on the ribbon, because it has to go down with the connection point down. Okay, so then you're gonna kind of grab it like this. This is the part everyone usually struggles with. So you're gonna grab it like this. You're gonna want to feed it into that hole right there, and lay the shell down so that it's flat like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and hold this with your left hand or right hand, depending on what feels better, and put the hinge cover part right there and hold that in place and make sure it feels flat. and then put a screw in that. And that will be the hardest part, other than putting the hinges in, which the hinges aren't hard to put in, but there is a little bit of a finesse to it that you have to know how to do it correctly. So if you watch this video, I'll show you how we do that too. Marky, chilling, man, out of the West Coast. Oh, dude, I hope that works out. I've been watching your stories, man. I don't exactly know what is going on with you, but I know that if you're having to go somewhere to have some sort of surgery done, it's not good, buddy. So I hope you're doing good. I hope it all works out. Okay, so we got to put this. Jose, hope the best for you. Thanks for the inspiration. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for stopping in the stream. You know, I've been doing a lot of the horizontal streams, which are cool. Like, I like doing the horizontal stream. I like the setup. You know, it's real clean. And it gets so many views, like, but I don't know, I feel like I get more engagement from like the core viewers, the people that like actually want to like hang out and chat when I do the normal horizontal streams. When I do the vertical streams, I get a lot of new viewers that'll come in and hang out, and they'll be like, "Oh, I've never seen your stream," like constantly. So because of the algorithm, I think because my channel's more shorts oriented. Hopefully we can fix that this year. I want to make a lot more long form content, but I'm planning on making a long form video in the next week or so, kind of updating everybody about the channel and stuff. That's why I've been really just trying to grind through everything so I can start making a lot more content. And that's kind of what's been going on. But yeah, I like the horizontal streams though, because I just like this layout a little bit better. I can have the chat on the screen and like, you know, all the text. But let me know what you guys think that are in this chat right now, if you like the horizontal streams or the vertical streams. Like I said, the vertical streams are they get way more viewers. It's like insane. But it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how many viewers you have if like they're not engaging viewers, you know what I mean? If people don't actually want to see the content and like come back, there's kind of no point, right? You prefer the current one? Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I don't really know, you know? I mean, personally, I like watching, obviously, horizontal like this streams myself better. So I don't know. I think what it comes down to is the people that will actually, like, people that become members and the actual people that watch the stream and want to support the stream. I think the majority of you guys like the horizontal streams. So all right, we're cruising through right here. So I think both of these SPs are good. I don't think there's anything wrong with either of them. Maybe I'll give them a quick scrub. I think I already scrubbed them, but maybe I didn't. So let's go ahead and scrub them again real quick. Toothbrush, alcohol, scrubbing. So you gotta be careful with this alcohol because sometimes this stuff reacts very poorly with these plastic shells. I've had times where I've gotten a whole Game Boy completely done. This happened a few times. So I'll get a Game Boy completely done, and then I'll go to test it, and there's a huge crack down the back of it, and I'm like, ugh. And there's, you know, that's what it had to have been, was the alcohol reacting. What's my favorite Pokemon gen? It's probably 3 or 2. Those are the ones I always seem to go back to. Even though I love, like... I really stopped after Black and White 2. Even X and Y I couldn't really even get into. Because of the time of my life that game came out, I just wasn't really into it so much. But I think those are probably good games, and I should probably revisit them. But... I don't know. Something about Heart Gold and Soul Silver is what really sells it for me. I just love those games. So I guess it would be Gen 2. And crystal version. I really like crystal version. Because I'm old, man. I'm so unk. It's all good. Daniel Shepard, I appreciate the sub. All right, let's clean this switch really quick. Oh, let's zoom in. Let's test the zoom on this lens. So I have that's the regular zoom, and then this camera has a digital zoom also. Oh wow, that's pretty tight. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Let's see how close I can get it. Wow, that's still pretty in focus. Wow. Pretty nice. Tamron. Tamron coming through. Oh man. I have like 7 orders to ship out today, and then I think I'm gonna completely clean my desk because it is just ridiculous. Peak nostalgia, thank you. Yeah, I was talking in the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you caught it, but I've had a kind of lens madness this whole year. What's going on, OG? Trying to find a lens that was like good for me. I've been using this one lens that has a really long zoom, and it's nice because it's a servo zoom. So one thing I don't like about using like a DSLR type camera is that I have to twist the zoom. I don't really like doing that because it shakes the shot around. So I was using a camcorder years ago, like a year and I guess it was almost 2 years ago at this point. I was using a Panasonic camcorder, which I really liked. The camera is really good. It's the I would say the best consumer grade camcorder, which means like a smaller one, because I can't have a giant rig up here. I need it to be like, relatively small. So it's the best consumer grade camcorder that you can get that has 4K 60p, and that's what I want is 4K 60p. But it was Panasonic, so I'd have all my other cameras are Sony. So I have a huge trouble, like a huge issue trying to match the colors. Drove me insane. So at one point I was just like, screw it. I'm selling this Panasonic. I'm just going to get something Sony. But Sony doesn't make any consumer camcorders that do 4K 60p. Like they don't make any. They make like bigger ones, but it's like I don't want a huge rig up here, and I don't want to spend $5 grand on a camcorder. You know what I mean? When I already have so many cameras. So anyways, long rant over for that. I was using this other lens and it had a pretty close focus distance, but it wasn't tight enough. And then I found this Tamron, and this Tamron seems to be the one, Has a really close focus distance, and it zooms to like 100 millimeter. What camera setup you got, Peak? Let me know what you're working with. I don't even know, do you do like live streams, like gaming? Let me know what you're working with. I love talking camera stuff. Pretty nerdy for camera stuff. Do you prefer OG GBA or GBA SP? Honestly, nowadays I really like the SP. I like the look of the AGS-101 screen, which is this screen right now. It has that like old look to it where it's like pixely, but like the brightness on the screen is really good still. So, but if we're talking about modded Game Boys, it's kind of tough because I really like the form factor of the original Game Boy. But the SP is kind of nice if you're traveling because you can just let it get beat to hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? In your bag. Oh, look at this. I'm like doing this right now. I'm not even getting my head in the shot. This is kind of crazy. All right, let's zoom it all the way. Oh, that is all the way. Okay, let's zoom it a little bit more. Oh, that's pretty good, guys. Okay, so this is ground. Don't mind my shakiness, guys. I'm like deep into the coffee today. There's that. Okay, this is V. Ooh, that looks pretty good. All right. Not too bad, I must say. I must say that was not too bad. Okay. There goes the zoom a little bit. All right. Okay, don't forget these. We got an L right here. L trigger. Yes, sir. You have a Lumix G7. Good camera. I used to have that camera. I used to be full Panasonic until I switched over to Sony. Panasonic is the best cameras you can get for the price. To use on YouTube-ish videos, otherwise an iPhone. Yeah. Gotta use what you got. Use what you got. That's cool. Yeah, the G7's a good camera. I used to use one because me and my wife's other businesses, we film and photograph weddings. So filming weddings is kind of tough because you have to deal with like overheating issues and stuff like that if you're filming like full ceremonies and like long form stuff. So the Panasonic stuff was really great because it would never overheat. I mean, it was like insane. Like I would shoot, because we had the GH6s. We went all the way up to GH6 before we switched over to Sony. And those GH5s and GH6s were just tanks. Like, you could not break them. I couldn't, at least. But, you know, we'd be shooting weddings outdoors in the sun in, like, July in Florida. It would be, like, 90-something degrees, beating down on them in the sun, and they wouldn't overheat. It was really impressive. The Sonys will overheat, that's for sure. But I've never had an issue with my full frames overheating. But they will. I know they will. A lot easier than the Panasonic ones will, just because of the sensor size. I didn't get this one on good enough. Sometimes I get glue on the solder points, and the glue makes the solder not stick so good. Spiff says, sounds fun. Filming weddings, it's sometimes fun. It's a lot harder than people think it is, actually. Very stressful job. Because what happens when you're a wedding photographer or a wedding videographer, you pretty much end up running the whole day. Wedding planners, for the most part, are somewhat useless when it comes to making sure the day goes smooth, because they're so worried about catering and like linens. A lot of the times they don't end up helping the bride and groom with a lot of stuff, because they're just worried about, you know, all the other stuff like that. So you end up having to do a lot more than just your job. That's when it starts becoming stressful. Yeah, you definitely can't make mistakes. Everyone's always looking for somebody to blame. All right. I mistakenly did not test this one. That's okay, because it's definitely gonna work. Let me find a battery here. Here we got one. Here's one. Seems to work. That's good. Wow. All right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put the hinges in, just for if the one homie is still in here and wants to know how to put hinges in. We'll go ahead and show him right now. So, and grab our hinges. They're the same. There's no left or right. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna put this little thing on. They only go on one way, so be sure you get them on the right way. All right, pop that in there like that. Now you want to make sure that you can see that where it lines up kind of inside. You want to have it in the open position, like the normal angle that it sits in when you want it open, okay? I'm gonna slide this in. It only goes in one way. And then it pops right in. You gotta use quite a bit of force. Sometimes I'll push it up against the table to get it to pop in. These ones are pretty good though. They kind of go straight in. See, that one's not wanting to go. A little pop. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, I'm zoomed out here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get the battery in. This one's getting an upgraded battery, so we are gonna have to set one of these up right here. Gotta chop this up real quick. Shave off the excess, whatever the hell they make these PCB thingies out of. Circuit board. All right. And solder this battery in. All right. Whoa, that's hot. It's a little tight. Cut a little more of the end off of it. All right. There we go. Perfect fit. Good stuff. Feed that in there. Ah, I'm an idiot. I forgot to put the little freaking nut in it that holds the thing in. And I knew too, as soon as I started to put the door on, I was like, I have no memory of that. So I know that I already forgot it. Happens quite a bit. Yeah, I usually don't, but it really only happens when I'm streaming because I'm distracted and I'm not paying enough attention. It's all right. Doesn't seem to want to close right. What the hell's the issue? This is weird. I don't know. Something's weird. What's going on, Max? Let's try to get this solder maybe a little bit flatter. Maybe that's the issue. That feels somewhat better, but still kind of weird. the issue? Oh, I know what it is. I had to replace this link port, and I think maybe it's not sitting 100% flat. But let's try one more time and see. I think I might have mounted it like a little too low, which is kind of an issue. The link ports are kind of difficult to replace. What's going on, Wiggett? Because, I mean, it looks all right. Oh, maybe I just need to clip. Oh, I see. I think I see. Let me see it compared to like a regular one. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I got it all the way in. I can tell it's touching. What is it? It looks fine. Maybe it's the shell. Because, I mean, it lines up perfectly. Let's try one more time. It might be the shell, so maybe I should swap the board and see if maybe this board fits better in it. So then I know it's my fault. Aha! Yeah, I mean, it looks wrong. So let's try swapping the board and see if that helps. All right. Take it easy, NG. I appreciate you stopping in, brother. We will be finishing orders. Hopefully. I'm out of SPs. I think I'm out of SPs. I might have a couple more. I can't remember. Definitely have some on the way. I just won a bunch of auctions recently. So. I think I might have cleaned this one. But we'll be able to tell right away when I plug this in. I'll clean it again. Yeah, I didn't clean this one. What's going on, Blood? All right. Let's see if this one fits better than the other one. Go ahead and solder these back in. All right. No, it must be the shell. Oh, well, this one does fit a little bit better. All right. Jeez Louise, this one took way longer than it needed to. Almost 35 minutes for this one. Sometimes I can knock out so many, but sometimes I just get hung up on one for like the time it takes to build 3, and I just get screwed, man. Okay. Very relatable. I'm gonna have to do the sticker off cam because I gotta like put my head right over it, make sure it's lined up. That's good. Good stuff. All right, one down, guys. Well, I still have to put these rubber thingies in it. Yeah, I might have messed up the installation of this. Oh, you know what? I might have bent the board a little bit. It looks like I bent the board when I freaking removed it. Taking out these link ports is like very difficult. It is not easy. Yeah, it looks like I bent the board. The tiniest amount. That should help. Bend it back a little bit. Struggling. What's going on, Shug? Chilling, man. Getting some GBs done. I got 3 today to do, and then I got to ship out like 6 or 7, and then I think I'm gonna clean my desk and decide what to do after that. This one's good to go, man. Good stuff. I have a lot of big things planned for this year, guys. I know I say that a lot, but it's just hard to, I don't know, get everything done you want to get done. You know? My real goal for this year, and I do plan on making like a long form video, just kind of like talking about everything. Because I do want to make more long form vids. I really do. Shorts are fun. I love making shorts, obviously. I want to make more shorts too, but I feel like this channel's lacking in long form content, and I used to really like going like game hunting and doing that kind of stuff, and I wanted to start making videos of that last year actually, but when it came around to like April, I just did not have the time. Last year was really weird. It was really good, but it was really a strange year for me at the same time for other reasons, and I would like to start making some. Yeah, well, Spiff, good question. What's your resolution this year? I don't usually do resolutions, but if we were going to put it in a box like that, I would say make more long form content, stream more, just get on a more consistent schedule with making content is really my goal this year, and just start saving up a lot more money to put back into the business. That's kind of like a huge goal this year, which is always a major goal, but I think it's good if you say it out loud. I did receive your email, buddy. I haven't really like read it because I haven't had time to email you back. So I try not to open emails unless I'm going to do it right then. But I will get back to you this week. I did receive the email. I'm sorry I'm taking so long to get back to you. But I will get back to you. One done. One done. All right. So that's one. I don't know if you guys watched my Instagram story from yesterday, but like I just shipped out the the first shipment for this weekend, it was like 30 Game Boys or something crazy. It was like this huge stack. It was pretty nuts. Where's my marker, dude? See, this is why I gotta clean my desk. This is what I'm dealing with right now. That's my desk, bro. It looks so bad on camera. It looks so bad, dude. Oh man, I'm just gonna use this marker. Oh, here you are, red. All right, Lugia. Well, I don't even need to really cross this out because I'm just gonna tear this whole page off. But I like there's a satisfaction I get from crossing something off the list, so we're just gonna go and do it. Okay, so the next one is just a clear dark blue with black buttons and an upgraded battery. This one's super easy. Cross fingers, super easy. This one should be super quick. Oh man, watch out. Yeah, what are you guys' resolutions this year? No rush, I know they've been crazy. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you, bud. All of your desks should look like this. Yes. It's like a busy mechanic having an extremely clean shop. It raises red flags. So you see this shit, you know I'm on point, right? Like, yeah, this guy knows what's going on, you know? This guy's like legit, because look, he's a disaster. It's always good. But look, I got Karibo, he's holding it down. Oh man, what a goofball. I actually broke this thing and I had to glue it back together. So now he stands all crooked. I was so pissed when I broke it. But anyways. Okay, let's get into this blue. Jeez, man. All right, nice clear blue. That better not be a scratch. Okay, it's not a scratch, it was a smudge. Nice clear blue. Let's do the screen first. These screws out of here. What's going on, Starapton? OG old member. Not currently a member, but run a 10K this year. I haven't ran more than 2 miles since college. Oh, that's your resolution? Oh, dude, yeah, get that. Get that. You can do that. That's another resolution, is be more active, because I was really like on a really good exercise schedule up until like, well, I guess it was the whole last year I kind of screwed myself. Dude, last year flew by so fast. I got to get back on it though. I was on it pretty decent until like March, and then I just got totally consumed with work. So I didn't skate, didn't do pull-ups. My workout routine is pretty simple. It's just like calisthenic type stuff I do right in my backyard. I'm not a guy that likes to go to the gym. Like, I don't like to be around people. Definitely not like that. I don't even know how people go to gyms, dude. I mean, I get it if you can't afford to like buy machines and stuff, but it's like, dude, I can't imagine going to work out and like somebody's on the machine you want to use. You have to like wait. Sounds horrible. But if you're trying to get huge, it's not like you can have most people can't have a giant gym in their own house, but. All right, what do we need? We need foam tape. Foam tape. You know, this one I might actually use a bracket for. I do have 1 or 2 brackets, because they don't send me brackets, like I constantly complain about. So for a lot of the shells, I'll use the foam tape if I can hide it. But when this one's completely clear, I won't be able to hide the foam tape. So I'll have to use a bracket to try to make it look clean. You know what I hate too is that they have this void thing on them. And I just feel bad giving that to somebody. So I'm going to try to scrape it off. But it's like, can you guys not do that? Anyone watching this from Funny Playing, stop putting that there. It's very frustrating. Okay, and I got fingerprints all over it. All right, let's try to get this off. Let's see. It's coming off. Little fingernail action. Little fingernail action. All right, we got it off. Don't have any paper towels in here. Total freaking beginner move. Yeah. All right, that's good. Here, let me get a little. I got a nasty rag around here somewhere. Don't I? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. Where are you? This one will work. All right, that's a lot better. Nice clean look to it. Give it a nice spritz. It's not quite clean. Now it's got a bunch of streaks on it. Kind of thing I go through right here. Alright, that's pretty decent. Alright, so we got a bracket. I constantly forget how it goes on, but I think it goes like this. Just kind of clips in. Somewhat like that. It kind of is weird. There it goes. Let's try to get this on there. Make sure this doesn't have fingerprints on it. Yeah, I've never really been into running. Never have I once. I used to ride bikes a lot, but that's about it when it comes to that kind of stuff. 10K is pretty far, though. 10K is pretty far. It's like 7 miles or something. Sloth. Can I start over? Well, we got plenty of stream to finish still. We'll probably be up for another... I don't even know, man. At least another 45. Because it's taken 50 to just get this far. We're only into Game Boy number 2. I'm crossing my fingers that the last Game Boy we make goes smoothly, but I haven't done an AGS-101 in a Game Boy Advance in a while. So... okay, that's looking pretty decent. All right, let's go ahead and pop this thing in here. Just this thing has got very fingerprint prone, and I'm a greasy guy, so they're really proning. Guys, don't forget to hit the like on the stream for me. Helps us support the stream. Appreciate it. All right. That's good. All right, here we go. Liking makes you good and attractive. Yeah, I think I'll probably just go back and forth from vertical streams to horizontal streams. I'll just go back and forth from now on. Different audiences. It's kind of funny. I did a cross country in high school, then I tried to do track in college while also majoring in mechanical engineering. Safe to say you didn't do much else. Yeah, I believe that. So I'm realizing that this didn't come with membranes. So I have to harvest some from the old goodie bag. Okay. Oh, we found it? Oh, I thought we did. The hardest one to find in the bag is always the brightness control. All right. These are all pretty clean. I'm surprised. All right, we're good there. I'm gonna bend this back a little bit. There we go. Trying to grab this thing. There we go. All right. Let's just do a dry fit. Definitely is not wanting to like fit correctly. Oh, I think I know what I did. Wait, no, it doesn't look like it's like off is the thing. It doesn't look like it's like really off of center. Try to bend it a little bit. I've never had to do this, which is kind of funny because I've done a lot of port like fixes, but maybe I just goofed this one. What is the issue, I wonder? It's hanging up. What is it hanging up on? It's very strange. What's going on, Junior? It is hanging up in the weirdest way. I might not be able to do this one because it just doesn't look right. Like, it just doesn't look right. Like, it looks messed up. There we go. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just had to be really aggressive. It just doesn't, like... I don't know what's wrong with it, though. Like, it closes, but the gap is, like, really weird. Sorry, guys. I've never experienced such a thing. I've never experienced such a thing. Yes, all those things. Puma, Giordano, Portail. You know what? I'm realizing something. I think I realize what's wrong with this. I think that the GBA and the SP have different port sizes. They do look different, but they are the same size. Because I used the Game Boy Advance one in this SP because I thought they were the exact same. But there is some difference to them, it seems. Seems like there is some difference. Yeah, there is difference. The GBA one sticks out farther out of the back. So that's the issue. It sticks farther out of the back. I never knew that. I never knew that before. Well, obviously... that's an issue. Maybe I can drill out this and make it like... I would like to not have to like replace that port again. Let's do it because I'm willing to sacrifice the shell. If it's not noticeable, obviously. All right, we are experimenting today. You know, it's crazy how long I've been doing this and I still constantly am finding stuff out like this. It's kind of funny. That's definitely better. That's definitely better. Let's do a little more and see if we can fix it completely. There's a hole there now. Let's see if that's enough. This probably isn't going to work, but I am kind of curious. This is just how I am. Since this one's getting a different battery, there's extra space anyways in the battery compartment, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, and it's a nice little hole anyways. I kind of did a pretty good job cutting it. Drill time. What do you guys think? It's closing, but the gap is kind of weird. Let me try something really quick. Screwdriver. That's what happens, man. Get hung up on a build. Hung up on both builds today. Because I don't have enough SPs. Because I ran out of SPs. Okay. Now I can really look at it. Oh, I see. Let me cut these little tabs off of the edges. I think the tabs on the sides of this might be in like different placements. I'm so confused. That's getting really stuck in there. A lot of mods going on today. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. Something to do with like the edges of the link port. It's the same link port. I know it is because it wouldn't have the same solder points and it wouldn't work the same. It's the same link port. It's just a little bit shaped, a little bit different. But we made it fit with minimal edits to the shell. Non-noticeable edits that you will not even see once it's closed, which is good. Thank you, nobody asked. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for keeping up with watching all the old vids while I get caught up so I can make some new ones. I appreciate that. I'm really stoked actually because I just went on the shorts like I went to upload a short just to see if they finally updated YouTube, and YouTube has finally been upgraded so that I can upload shorts that are up to 3 minutes long, which is going to help me immensely with making content, because I struggle so much sometimes to make these build videos under a minute. It's so hard sometimes. It's like, damn, I have to really rush this and like, you know, not put in as many details as I want because I wanted to make it a short. But now that they can be 3 minutes, that's so great for me. And it's finally, like, they launched it in October and it's been, you know, 3 months and now it's finally live. That was frustrating, but at least now we have the option. Very happy about that. Kuro. Member in the house. What's going on? Last month, I know I'd never updated. The winner of the month of December picked a PS Vita. That's why we haven't built their anything else on stream, because they asked for a PS Vita and I said, well, usually that, I didn't say this to him, but you know, usually that would be out of the range of within the budget for the winners, but it was Christmas, so I gave it to him. Look at it, MMM Robe. Bro, I was happy to see you post the other day. I thought you were bouncing out from the Instagram. Thank you for stopping in, dude. I appreciate it. I remember your post from the end of the year last year. You said you were bouncing out. I was like, gonna miss the boy. Thanks for stopping in though, dude. Thank you. It's awesome to see you back, posting a little bit. I know how it is, man. Sometimes you got to take a break from social media. You know, honestly, if it wasn't for like making content and doing everything like that, I probably wouldn't even have any social medias, because like it just consumes me, and it still does, and I wish it didn't, but it's just the nature of doing social media like as part of your job. It just like can't help but consume you also, because you're like constantly trying to get ideas for videos to make. So my method is to like watch content, you know what I'm saying? Try to get other ideas for stuff that I can make. So it kind of consumes me. I spend way too much time on my phone. That's a New Year's resolution, but at the same time, sometimes I need to be on the phone to get ideas. I guess that's how I justify it. Siva says, you know, Game Boys and DS are really hard, or really have to be a big up getting big upgrades. That made my brain hurt. Thank you for the comment. You see me on them reels. In the comments, yeah. I lose a lot of followers for my comments. I lose so many, bro. It's so funny when I look at my... Because I haven't been posting, so I haven't been gaining any followers. I just kind of like lose them. It's all good, though. How it goes, bro. I can't imagine a reason anyone else would follow or unfollow other than like seeing a comment. You know what I mean? Because if you're not posting content, why would a person go like, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go unfollow that person right now, like randomly. It has to be people seeing comments. Oh shit. That's funny. I'll just be goofing off on it on Instagram, commenting stuff, you know, and people like, I don't know, they just take it so serious, bro. It's just Instagram. Like it's all right, man. You know, it's okay. You don't have to like get all upset, but you know, the type of people that unfollow for stuff like that is, they probably never really liked the content in the first place, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you, Grumpy Alpaca. Cool name. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, we got a winner. Oh, winner. Okay, cool. Hopefully the LNR worked on these. This person's been waiting quite a long time for this Game Boy, so if this is your build, I am sorry it took so long. Sometimes some of these orders are from Etsy, and the Etsy ones I lose track of. I'm like, oh crap, I have Etsy orders I need to do. I need to totally revamp the Etsy though, because it's like so 2022. I haven't updated it since like 2022. Etsy sucks though, man. Like, they literally like punish you so badly if you don't keep up with all your messages and like ship on time. Like, you're a day late to shipping, it knocks you down a peg. I got super frustrated with them, so I just kind of gave up. I'm like, dude, screw this platform, man. Like, I'm still gonna sell on it obviously, but I'm not putting all my energy into it anymore, because I don't know, the fees are insane, and then it's like they punish you if you don't, if your world doesn't revolve around it. It used to be so good, bro. It used to be so good. I used to praise like Etsy. Like, I used to tell everybody it was like the best, you know. I used to, because it was really good, and then they did the price hikes on it, and it was like they price hiked it and they gave less value. Like, they didn't even make it better for the sellers. They made it worse for the sellers, and they charge you more. It's kind of like how the government works. Let me look. Okay, Pete Nostalgia, we have the same For You page, my boy. Let's go. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Okay, Jake Taylor, I hate to say it because you probably don't want to fix it, but that port would make me send it back. What's wrong with the port? I don't think it's even bad. I don't think it's even bad though. Bro, it literally isn't bad at all. Does it really look bad? Let me look at this other one. It really doesn't look that off to me. You know, it's weird because like sometimes these shells just kind of sit like that because they're aftermarket shells. They don't 100% completely close tightly. So, you know, I'll take it into consideration. I'll look into it. And I'll mess with it and make sure it works, obviously, before I send it out. Whew. Hell no, canceled. I appreciate it, Spiff. Yeah, Etsy used to be really good, man. I mean, I owe Etsy a lot for like getting started on all the modding. They were really great. But nowadays they're just, you know, it's funny too, because they're so full of shit with all the like eco-friendly BS. It's so funny because like you'll see on an order it says like this order, like if you go on someone's shop and then it says this seller uses eco-friendly shipping policies. It's like, no, they don't. Bro, it says that on mine. It says that on my stuff. And like, I just ship things like normal. Like, it doesn't, they never asked me anything. It's just like, they just put that on everything to make people think that the platform is more fucking eco-friendly. And it's like, dude, it says it. I'm like, dude, nothing changed. I shipped it the same. There's no eco-friendly way to ship something. Like, it's all going the same. Like, it goes on truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You know, I always will, if someone has an issue with something, a lot of people nitpick their orders, which rightfully so. You know, if you expected something to be a way that it doesn't show up how you expected it to be, I'll always work with a person. I think that's why I've lasted so long in this like ecosystem, is I don't ghost people when it comes to like, I think a lot of people that do the mods, they get overwhelmed with people complaining and they just ghost them. But at the end of the day, I will fix it if it's, I'll completely rebuild it if a person is like totally unhappy with it. But I think a lot of people sometimes expect custom Game Boys to feel exactly the same as an original Game Boy, and it just like, it doesn't. I mean, it does to me. Like, it doesn't bother me. To some people, they get a custom Game Boy in and it doesn't feel like how they think it's supposed to feel, which, you know, to each their own. But eco-friendly, yeah. Yeah, no, they ship them on the Tesla delivery system, so they just have to stop at like 15 chargers and extract energy from the power grid. And then it'll get to you in 3 months. Yeah, Etsy on that goofy shit. All right. Greenwashing, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Yeah, eBay, honestly, like eBay had a like some really bad years. I feel like where eBay was just like everybody was dogging it because it was just the worst. But then everyone else got just as bad, and then everyone was like, well, eBay's like the same. At least they didn't get any worse. And then everybody just went back to eBay, and it just hasn't changed in 20 years. It's kind of funny. But dude, I've been selling on eBay since I was like 16. It's crazy. Yeah, the global shipping's kind of annoying, but I have some pretty good luck with like UPS. Like Matthias says, I like your content and watching that mod, that Game Boy. Quick question, what do you think about the OLED GBC screen mod? I think I've done like one of those. You know, I think it looks good, but I don't, you know, when the screen is so small, like a Game Boy screen, I think IPS is like good enough. I think going to OLED is like cool as a gimmick, but it's like the OLED screen or the IPS screen looks amazing too. So it's like, if I could choose between the OLED and the IPS and the price was the same, I guess I'd pick the OLED one. But if it costs more, it's like, dude, the IPS laminated screens are great. I've done probably 1,000 of those GBCs. So I do get some bad screens though, quite often. So I don't know, maybe the OLED ones are more reliable when it comes to the actual panel. Grumpy says, I still remember the first Game Boy was a Game Boy Pocket with Pokemon Red. Damn. We've all had stuff stolen from school, man. Make sure this thing's clicking right. Yeah, thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I needed that for my my ego needed that. I thank you. I thank you greatly. Okay, let's actually make sure this thing charges. Oh, I can't even ship this to the dude because I don't have the chargers, bro. Ugh, they're coming in a couple days. All right, we're gonna move on to the main event, which is the AGS-101 Game Boy Advance, which is it's gonna be kind of sloppy. Like, I know you guys, if you guys, you know, didn't like that port work, it's gonna look a little sloppy when we get into the nuts of modifying the shell, but that's just how it's done. That's just how it has to be done. It's gonna look good when we're finished. So just be patient with me, because I am gonna go ham with some of these, and I'm doing it all from memory. So yeah, Josh says you will answer the same 10 you will answer the same 10 questions for years. Yes, I will. It's okay. Everyone that comes into the modding ecosystem always asks the same questions. How'd you get into it? Blah, blah, blah. And it's cool. I don't mind answering the questions. I try to kind of get better at answering them every time and shorter answering them, so other viewers don't get super annoyed. Yeah, I've only done one OLED, I think. One or two. And I think it was like pretty expensive. It was like double the cost of the IPS. I love the OLED screens on like the Switch and stuff like that, because that screen's a little bit bigger. But when you're looking at like a 2-inch screen, I don't know, man. I don't know if it matters too much to me. But I am old, so maybe my eyes are just broken. Player Pun says, where can I find your store? It's just my name.com, so jboymods.com. What does the glow green GBA shell from your store look like? Oh, it actually looks like this. I have half of one sitting right here. It looks like this. That's glow green. Court says, OLED also helps with battery life. If there are black pixels, they turn off completely. Interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. That like makes a big difference, actually, in my opinion, on how they work. So that's actually really cool. Ryan Duffy, I think you're pretty good when it comes to custom stuff. I've seen multiple people who do controllers and get outed for taking people's payments and orders. Dude, I heard about that recently. You watched that Technicals video? Dude, that's so funny, because I used to be like pretty deep into the whole scene of like GameCube controller modding until I totally lost interest in Smash Ultimate. Like, I totally fell off, and I was like not interested at all, so I just stopped modding controllers. But I know of the person that you're talking about that was like taking payments and then like going on trips, and like people were waiting years and never getting controllers. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's your stance on emulation? Do you collect physical or don't care? I love both. So I love physical media. I think physical media is super important. Like, I love, because it's like going away and you can like so easily see it not existing. I mean, just go into Best Buy, you know what I mean? There's nothing there. So I love collecting physical media. Like, I was thinking about making this year my year where I actually start collecting stuff, because like, I don't really like, you know, it's funny because I have so much stuff all over my room, But if you were to ask me if I was a collector, I would say no. Which at the end of the day I am. I just collect random stuff that I like though. There's no like rhyme or reason. I never considered myself a collector because there was never like a book of like, oh, I need every single GameCube game, or I need every, you know, like there was never a set thing I wanted. It was just like, oh, I remember that thing. That shit was stupid. And then I pick it up off the shelf and I take it home. So it's like, I love physical media for sure. I have too much of it. That's why I had to get a storage unit, because there was no way I was going to be able to move the stuff in this room into my shed and keep it organized unless I had a place to put most of the stuff in here. So all this stuff in here is mostly going in storage, and I'm going to move into my room the stuff that's essential. And then once all the essential stuff is organized, then we can start bringing some of the crap back in. Don't tell my wife. I always miss your streams. Thank you. Nobody asked. Thanks for... Dude, your name is just terrible because I just sound like a dick every time I address you. Yeah, emulation. Certain games I think shouldn't be emulated. Like anything, like, I don't know. Some games just don't feel right. Like I feel like GameCube games can only be emulated if you can play them on the GameCube controller. For me, controllers are very important to certain games. Like N64 games, you have to play them on an N64 controller. Like there's no point. Like the controller, I actually hate the controller for a lot of reasons because it's just terrible, but the games need to be played on the N64 controller. I feel the same way about Super Nintendo and the same way about GameCube, especially GameCube. But a lot of other games, it's like, okay, I can emulate and play with some random 8-bit controller. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. I have not seen Rivals of Aether 2. I have not. I saw that video, but it's not the first time I've seen it happen. Yeah. The GameCube community in general, or I shouldn't say the GameCube community, it's more like the Smash community. They have a really hard time with accountability. That whole, especially the Smash scene, especially the Ultimate scene, the people in it are like really weird, where they don't feel like they have to be accountable for their actions. And it's funny because like when I was using Twitter a lot, when I was in the game, all the GameCube and all the Smash people, they're on Twitter. So like when you're on Twitter, it's like the worst thing on earth. I don't use it anymore because it's just like so much drama, but like all those people, you'd always see them constantly. There's constantly drama like in between the people and stuff going on. And it was just like, dude, what the hell is wrong with these people, bro? It's like it's a kid's game, man. There's Mario in the game. I don't know, man. I got kind of tired of, it's not like I had to be on Twitter to like communicate and like pay attention to the drama, but it's like you would want to pay attention to the stuff that was going on inside like the GameCube controller scene, and then in turn you'd be immersed inside of that whole genre of people. So it was kind of weird. So I stopped doing the GameCube controllers, mostly because they were just so much work, and I ran out of time to properly test them. Like a Game Boy, I feel like you can test it very minimally and it's gonna work. It's either gonna work or it doesn't. That's why when I test them, I just totally tear at the on and off switch. I'm like, go ahead, break if you're gonna break. If you're gonna break, do it now. And they don't break. You know what I mean? With a GameCube controller, like you really have to, especially when you're playing Melee, like it has to be on point or like it's not gonna work for a long time. So I didn't have the time to test the controllers properly. That was a big reason. And I got really tired of painting. I got good at it. I was good at painting controllers, but it was driving me crazy because it's like so much work. The GameCube Pico fandom is dying. Oh, I'm going to bring it back. I still got 6 of them sitting right here. I love modded GameCubes for sure. I'll still do GameCubes, just not custom controllers. I do them once in a while when I get an Etsy order, but like I said, it's hard to keep up with testing them. Let me get a drink, dude. I'm like dying over here. What are we up? We're up an hour 20. We still got to do this whole Game Boy, huh? Let me see. I got a voicemail. Let me hold on real quick, guys. Oh, it's nothing. Spam. All right, good. We're good. Okay, I gotta drink some of this water, dude. I'm yapping like off the chain. You guys want to see the craziest SP I own? Some of you probably seen it already. I have the Nintendo Switch GameCube controller and I love it. That's sick. I wanted to get one of those. I remember when... What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. I feel so bad because I know who it is. I'm just like brain farting. When the guy made the original video making the GameCube controller like Joy-Con, you guys know who I'm talking about. That video did insane numbers. It was crazy how much interest people had in that. It was wild. It really put him on the map. It was really cool to see. Nice, Spiff. You should do that. Peak, I know exactly what you mean, bro. That's how I feel about like all third-party controllers. You know, I hate how artificial GameCube controller clone. Yeah, they feel so like they don't got no meat to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel the exact same way, dude. I'm very specific with controllers more than anything. It's so funny, dude. Have you tried the 8-bit GameCube mod kit? No, I haven't. I didn't even know they made one. I should, though. I should try it out. Light and have a stupid... Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly how you feel, dude. But GameCube controller is my favorite controller, so I'm very picky about the way it feels. Personally. I think my music stopped. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. And let's move on to... This should be a quick build once we get this going. I had to take a break for a second, though. Yeah. I agree. And the GameCube is a very special controller because, like, you cannot get an aftermarket joystick. Like, the stick box for a Japanese GameCube controller, like the white ones... and the emerald ones, but the white ones specifically, you can't get a third-party stick box to replace that because they aren't. You have to use the official ones, and they're so good. Yeah, 360 controllers. I loved the 360 controller back in the day. Mad Cats, oh my gosh, the Mad Cat controller, I feel like we're so bad. Oh yeah, we got to take this. Let me go ahead and clean this thing up real quick. Getting ahead of myself. I'm not Japanese, but I didn't want to pay for an American copy of Pokemon Sapphire, so I bought the Japanese one. I feel that, dude. I think it's so hilarious that, like, Xbox controllers don't come rechargeable by default. I feel like that's so funny. Like, what? That's so crazy to me. I remember when I bought the Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox Series X. And I remember opening it and being like, pulling out the AA batteries and be like, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I mean? The console was like, how much? 700 bucks or something? I was like, what? Yeah, the PS5, I feel like, is a better system. All right. This cute... Oh, I have a Q-tip over here. This Q-tip also is on its last leg. So we got to retire at this Game Boy right here. All right. Don't the Elite controllers have the back paddles? Is that what you're talking about? All right, let's go ahead and get a piece of tape on this. This thing's not getting a battery mod. It's good to go. It's not getting anything difficult besides the screen. It's not that hard. We're gonna show you how it's done. Oh, I agree. Yeah, it's stupid that you have to upcharge. You have to buy a controller that costs like $200 something. Give me a break. I saw a kid recently in Target buying a like the DualSense Edge controller. It's like $200 something. 200. I think he spent $250 or something on it. I was like, yo, that's nuts. But hey, maybe it's not. Can you explain where you get them Pokemon GBA covers as the boxes you show never list who made them despite an official looking art? That was a rough one, buddy. Yeah, I answer this question all the time, but it's okay. I work with a supplier that helps me get the custom shells and boxes. When my Gen 1 Elite controller inevitably kicked the bucket to drift, I cannibalized the sticks and buttons and D-pad and put them on a basic one controller, and now I use that emulation. So this is Bluetooth. Nice. Yeah, I always wonder if you can replace the sticks in those Elite controllers. Because the controller's so expensive, I feel like you should be able to do it, but... Alright, here's the shell. Okay, we throw all this crap away. Boom, here we got it. I'm going to show you what we got to do. Well, actually, before we get ahead of ourselves, we gotta salvage this screen out of here. Hopefully it works. They made those PS4 back pedals that were insanely popular. Classic Sony. Do I ever go to PAX? No, buddy, I don't really go anywhere. I do want to start going to more like retro gaming conventions, though. I'm not really into like I mean, I'm not into new stuff, but I feel so out of the loop with new games that I need to like catch up on a bunch of backlog before I even start going to, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, the SCUF controllers are pretty nice though, from what I've heard from my friends. I have nerdy friends that play Fortnite. So nerdy of them. PRGE, what is that? All right, so the first thing we got to do is take this off of here. Portland, or the retro one. Yeah, what is that? Is that like a retro type of gaming thing? Ah, shit. Got to get this out or it doesn't fit in there right. But it's pretty hard to get off of here. It's like very adhesive. There we go. I'm going to put this piece back on because it protects from the sticky. That's good. This is my method. Yeah, it's a Retro Gaming Expo in Oregon. Nice, dude. Think I can get on the panel? You think they'll pay me to go? That's what I need to like start. I need to like get the channel really like bumping, like with the long form content, so people will pay me to like vlog at their things, bro. That's the dream. I'll probably have to pay. Dude, I know. We haven't made it yet. Street Pass live panel. What the heck is that? I always think it'd be funny if I was on a panel, because I'm like, dude, nobody knows who I am, first of all. And then second of all, what would people even ask me? I'm kind of an idiot. So I feel like people would ask me questions I wouldn't even know anything about. Like, what do you think about the architecture of Super Mario versus Super Mario 3? I'm like, what? Architecture? Mario? Isn't he Italian? Alright, so we gotta cut these out of here. Bingo. You probably can't even see them. Maybe I can zoom a little more. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting canceled for sure. You gonna be there? All right. You can't cancel a strong brown man. Think about that. Gamer Otter, bro. Cool text. All right, let me read thing. Let me read thing. Oh man, I'm way behind. Oh, they'll get like Metal Jesus and Old School Gaming guys to show up. I got you. I know Metal Jesus. Fortunately, you will win the lottery 3 times. Sounds good, man. I need to get to the casino, honestly. I'm itching. I'm just kidding. I hate gambling. Gambling's bad. You shouldn't gamble. You host them at PAX. Let's go. Quartz says, I found a lot of success in Razer's Pro controllers. None of them have drifted on me. I like Razer's new... didn't they just come out with like a gaming handheld? Have your PowerPoint, bro. Let's go. What are we PowerPointing? All right, so then I got to... I forget. Let me remember. So I cut those things out. I know, see what I'm saying? It looks janky as hell, doesn't it? What's this guy doing? So I have to remember how to center this. And what I like to do also is take a black marker around the edges of this, because it looks cleaner on the inside of the bezel. So let's do that first. Sorry I'm shaking, guys, dude. I'm like so caffeinated today. Too much caffeine. Ooh, the smell. The smell, it reminds me of home. So this just kind of helps with the light reflecting off of the screen. You won't really see the inside of this, but I feel like it just looks better. Like, because if you look at the Game Boy from the side over here, you would be able to see this plastic. So if it's black, you don't see it. Capiche? Capash? All right. Wow. This marker's strong for this little thing right here, bro. The craft smart, dude. Yo. Whew. Woo. Okay, Demeach channel. All right, I'm going to write it down. I'm actually going to look it up. I'm going to write it down right here. What is it? Demeach Street Pass. All right, I wrote it down. What's your favorite game, just like ever? I would probably be Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright. So we're going to cut these little edges off, even though I don't know if we actually need to. I'm going to do it anyways. All right, that's one. I'll try to remember to check it out. Right, so now we got to remember exactly how this fits in here. I think it goes farthest to this way. Yeah, maybe not all the way. All the way, definitely not all the way. So it's like, okay, I think I remember. So I need a little bit of this. All right, I'll check out Rivals 2. I say Melee is like my favorite game, but I'm really bad at it. I'm not very good at it, but I'm better than all my friends at least. They all suck, so. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. See, that seems almost too far over. I gotta find like the middle. This is the hardest part. And it's like I need a thinner piece of foam. And I should have one right around here somewhere. Thinner foam. What a mess. All right, no thinner foam. What could we do? What could we do? What could we use? I got something. Okay, this is what we need. This is what we need. One of these bad boys. Florida Melee land, fear this man. Yeah, not me, dude. Not me. Very bad at game. Oh, Rivals is online. Is it? What is it on? Like Steam or something? Like, how do I get it? It's, you said it's free? All right, that feels really good. It's pretty centered. I'm not sure if it's centered enough, though. Maybe I'll take this part off. And then I gotta, like, cut it a little bit. All right. Trying to keep that in the frame for you guys. Damn it. 27, that's not bad. Okay. Shiro, what's going on? I have a question about modding. Why can't I find anywhere on the internet a modded Nintendo 3DS? I mean, you could find it. I sell them sometimes, but they sell out really fast when I get a dual IPS. Dual IPSs are pretty hard to find. And if you wanted it to be modded, you're probably going to spend like $500 on a decent one. They keep going up in price because, you know, basically all the English ones are taken. And the only ones you're going to find are like Japanese, but the Japanese ones obviously have to get imported. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to find them, man. I do get them from time to time, but like I said, they sell out really fast. Yeah, they're such a good system though. Like, I can understand why they cost so much. Don't worry, guys. You aren't going to see any of this scraping. Okay? We're good. It's going to be all good. Okay, so we cut it like that so that these little pieces of plastic down here will act as the kind of hold it in place. And then boom. That looks really good, except for that disgusting hair. Okay. That looks pretty great, actually, if I do say so. Oh, no. Damn it. I think this is the right size lens. Yes, it is. Okay. Ah, my hands are just cramped so bad. I love the 3DS, dude. I agree, man. 3DS is probably my favorite handheld. Yeah. Good memories with that one. And a modded 3DS, it's like, you're good to go, man. For so long. I feel like the 3DS is like the perfect portable console because of the folding, you know, mechanism. But I'll take it. I'll take mine like everywhere. When I was like traveling over the past year. Okay, my brain's not functioning. I'm like, what am I doing? Because I'm not used to doing these. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. All right, so we are in there. We are in there currently. The only thing is, I'm not sure. I guess I'll put the screws in, but sometimes these ribbon cables are messed up, and like the manufacturer soldered the wire to the wrong like pin, and you have to switch them. Figured that out on my own, but we're gonna just be hopeful that they put it on correctly, and we're gonna test it out. Yeah, the 2DSs are cool. I like the 2DS XLs. I actually hate the regular 2DSs, just the doorstop ones, because I feel like I was just saying, the best part about the 3DS and the 2DS is that it folds. So if it doesn't fold, it kind of loses a lot of its luster for me. All right. This one looked like I already had soldered it on before, so that might mean it doesn't work. So let's see. Oh, it works. It's good. See how centered we are? Your boy knows what he's doing. Your boy knows what he's doing. Okay. We got L and R. Banger. Oh, we're good. Cool, 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 cool. We're good, man. Stoked. Love when we get a first try. I hope I didn't just jinx it. Damn it, now I gotta go. I don't want to jinx it, so I gotta test the colors. Sometimes the colors are off. This is a horrendous issue we could run into. So let's make sure the colors aren't off. Yeah, the 2DS has a really bad hinge. Yeah, I don't like the 2D. I have a Zelda, like the limited edition one. It's like $500 because I have it with the box, and I'm afraid to take it anywhere because I'm afraid it'll break. And like you could flick the top of a 2DS and crack the screen. It's that bad. Oh, the colors look good. No lines. Colors look good. Oh, stoked. So stoked. Okay. Stoked. Did I clean? I did clean this switch on this one, so we are good to go. Oh, home stretch, boys. Home stretch, boys. Home stretch. I'm shaking. I'm so excited. All right. Calm down. This might be the last Game Boy I build today. Do you give away a console monthly? Yes, I do give away a console monthly. I'm so glad you asked, dude. Are you doing a plug? Are you letting me plug? Sharo, bro. Somebody give this guy a membership. We give away a custom console to... Why can I not talk? We give away a custom console to one of our members for the YouTube channel every single month. Last month, somebody got a PS Vita. Dude, he took me freaking out back and beat me for that. I lost money on that deal. But you know what? It's for the members. So we don't care, man. All for the members. Hey, maybe you should. I'm not going to try to influence you on anything you do. You make that decision on your own. Let's see. The L and R buttons go bad and the NAND dies. The NANDs die? Explain that to me. Because I am, like I said, I don't know a lot about, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Explain to me how the NANDs die and what does that mean? Explain to the viewers. That's how a real host should say it. Explain to the viewers what that means. So I don't have to imply that I don't know what it means, but perhaps the viewers don't know. Yep, so usually we give away Game Boy, custom Game Boy. I have a ton of Game Boys that are designs that I don't have on my website yet, and I would love to have a reason to build one of them. So a lot of the times we build a console that we have in the shed that has not been built yet. So you get one that I have not even offered yet. That's why I guess it was 2 months ago, we did Mudkip Game Boy Advance, and that one has been selling pretty well on the website. And yeah, I would love to do, we have some Evolution Game Boys coming in, Umbreon, Espeon, stuff like that. I'd love to do one of those. We might have already gotten them in. Haven't done inventory in quite some time. So that's another task I need to do this week. Software-related issues. The NAND is the console's brain. It has the operating system. Okay, so the NAND is the operating system. Okay, and it gives the instructions when you turn it on. I see. Ah, so it's the 2DS specifically. Interesting. Oh, that's good to know. I don't sell a lot of modded 2DSs. They're mostly 3DSs. Okay, so let's make sure this thing works with batteries. Boom. The Bezos Basics. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful console, actually. You know what? Leave those batteries in there for now. Let's try to get the screen on first try. Or the lens, I should say. Okay. So let's wipe it down. Where's my clean orange cloth? I really want to buy one of your Game Boy Advances. I just got to save up. Awesome, dude. I appreciate that. We will try to build it on stream. Okay. Oh, we ran out of music. I know it's over now. Okay. Let's try to get this thing on first try. Sometimes they're really nasty. You can mod them and back up the NAND. Yeah, I usually back up the NAND whenever I do the modded ones. Or I always back it up, actually. You can pick. You know, if you win, if a member picks, you can pick whatever console you want. Sometimes the winner will just be like, yeah, just build me whatever, which is what I love. Not trying to encourage you, but I love when they just say, yeah, anything. But GameCubes, custom GameCubes, Game Boys, even PS Vitas if we have them in stock. Which we can't do the OLED ones because they're way too expensive, but we can do the 2Ks. And then same with the 3DSs, like we can do old style 3DSs, but not the new style because they're just too expensive. But it's usually like a $300 limit on anything. So pretty much all the Game Boys I offer are around 300. So that's why we usually do Game Boys. Same with cubes. Cubes are around 300. This is like the hardest part, is the funniest thing. Oh my god, see, that's... Dude. The extreme frustration that goes through my body when the straw shoots off of the compressed air can. I could punch through a damn wall. This is why I love laminated screens, boys. This is like the most annoying part of the job. This used to drive me insane. Literally. And every time I would go to do, there'd be a new spec. Centered. Clip that. Totally centered screen. Clip that. Oh, okay. It's not completely centered. Hold on. I just have to set the screen. I have to set the lens a little bit better. Bang. Centered screen. Whew. I'm so glad we're done with that. We did it, guys. I don't know what... I picked some Nintendo mix. So the music is not really representing how I'm feeling right now, but I'm feeling good. Feeling real good about this being done. Look at that centered screen. Is there a spot, or is this spot on my monitor? Yeah. Looking good. We did it. Thank you guys for hanging out while we got done. 2-hour stream today. Jeez Louise, I'm exhausted. Can you... Okay, do cubes sell fast for you? Yeah, they do sell actually pretty fast. The main reason I stopped doing cubes was because they were taking up too much room. And I was kind of getting annoyed with having to clean them so much. That part was pissing me off, and because I don't like cleaning. Let you do the cubes. That's what you were emailing me about. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you. I need to buy a bunch of cubes, and then we can send them to you, and then we can work something out. They sell decently fast. I would love to have just like 100 of them, and just have them in stock at all times. Because I do get messages about cubes a lot, and GameCube's probably my favorite console, retro console. So I love having those ones in stock. Okay, you have contacts in Japan. All right, I'm gonna email you back. We'll get something started. Dude. Oh, there's coffee. As long as it's profitable for both of us, we can make it happen. My niece stepped absolutely pro. I'm ahead of myself. Replacing the PSP screen lens is literally the hardest part. Yeah, dude, the screen lenses just drive me crazy, but this one turned out really good. You know, it's funny because, like, sometimes people will break their Game Boys, or, like, they'll drop it so the shell will crack and they'll send it back to me. This doesn't really happen that much anymore because, like, we do mostly laminated screens, but, like, back in the day, 4 or 5 years ago, they would send them back and the lens would just be, there'd be so much dust underneath it. I'd be like, geez, how are they even playing this thing? So I'd always, like, take the lens off and clean it with them, clean it for them. Can always use one of these bad boys right here. Shiro, welcome to the freaking sub club. Big member. Thank you, Shiro. Shoutouts to you. I appreciate you. Okay, Absolutely Pro says, my niece stepped on my GBA from you and it didn't crack at all. Let's go. I love to hear that. That's so funny. Make sure she doesn't get any alcohol on it, because I was talking about that earlier in the stream. Something about, like, IPA, especially the high percentage IPA, it reacts poorly with the plastics on some of these shells. It will just crack it. So that's good to know, man. You should leave that as a review on my website if you haven't left a review yet for your order. That would be a really funny review. Here, have my money. Appreciate you, buddy. There's only 41 members right now, so you have a really good chance. Nobody asked. Thank you. It was a good stream today. Check this thing out. I'm drinking this Cuban iced coffee. That's why I'm, like, more than usual. This is the most insane Game Boy I've ever gotten in. I use it as a coaster. That's why it's soaking wet. This thing looks like it was underwater. I don't even know how it gets this. How? I almost wanted to make a video, like, opening this. Let me know if that music's too loud, guys. I almost wanted to make a video opening this, but I just don't think anyone would really care. But maybe we will, when I'm trying to grind out content. We'll say we just got this thing in and open it up and see what it's looking like. I use it as a coaster, though, because, I mean, what am I going to give it, water damage? Look what it just did to this. I'm such an idiot. It's all right. We're good. We're good. Sorry if this is your Game Boy. It just got covered in rust. Patrick. That's your name. I know your name. Patrick, if you're watching this, don't worry, buddy. I'll make sure there's no rust under the screen. Freaking idiot, dude. So stupid. Okay. I'm good. This song. Make me an Ed, Edd n Eddy Game Boy. Dude, I would love to. I should really make an Ed, Edd n Eddy Game Boy because that's definitely my favorite cartoon. You'll appreciate that. Oh, I showed you all my Ed, Edd n Eddy stuff once on stream, didn't I? I did. I remember I took the backpack down. I showed you all the goods. I showed you all the goods. You know the goods. You know what's up. You know, my friend, he does, the backpack was nuts. Yeah, the backpack is nuts. Like, honestly, with the tag, like, I was never into... It's funny because, when, like, a couple years ago, I realized that, like, collecting retro clothing was a thing. And people, like, really wanted stuff with the tags on it and stuff. And I just was like, damn, dude. I didn't realize I had a grail, like, sitting in here. I've never seen anyone have it. But anyways, my friend, he does tattoos. He's a tattoo artist. And he just designed his own, like, branding... This is annoying. Hold on. I'm just putting back on the same mix as before because that was like annoying the shit out of me. He designed his own shirt, and it's like his name's Dylan Martin, so it's Dylan Martin Tattoos. But like the back of the shirt is Ed, Edd n Eddy, and like it's Ed, Double D, and Eddie, and they all have like tribal tats all over them, and they're like wearing the Speedo from like the Speedo episode. So they're all in Speedos, and then they got like tribal tats all over them, but like he's really good at drawing. Like that's what he used to always draw that stuff, so it looks so good. I'm like, dude, where's my shirt? He's like, dude, I only made one. I was like, bro, make a bunch. Like, I want one. Yeah. Vintage tees are super popular. I know, man. It's like ridiculous, honestly. Like I see something like the Donkey Kong shirt that I see people, like the all over print. It's like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, nah. It sucks because I have a bunch of really cool Ed, Edd n Eddy t-shirts, but I was like fucking 4 feet tall when I was in 7th grade, so they obviously don't fit at all. Bro, I was so short. But how hard is it to get a custom decal shell? Well, actually, if you go on Retro Game Repair Shop, you can actually order custom shells from them. So as long as the artwork is high enough quality, it should look pretty good, but I've never personally ordered from them. So, but it's something we could probably do. I don't know, you know, it's hard to do designs for the Game Boy Advance because of the shape. The Game Boy Color is probably the easiest, or the SP, because it's just the top print. But I think they look the best on the Game Boy Advance, actually, because they're the hardest to design, like a design for. The design actually has to flow. And it ends up looking the best or the worst, personally. Yes, you can see the chat on the screen. Yeah, the promo shirt's really good. All right, guys, I've been up for 2 hours now. That was my goal. Yeah, GBA design would go really sick. I should, you know, endless projects to consider. That would be a sick one, though. I've always wanted to do an Ed, Edd n Eddy. I've always wanted to do like a Cartoon Network line of Game Boys. Like maybe like 4 of them. Because my favorite shows were like Billy and Mandy, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage. There was a couple other ones, but we could find ones. But I think that would be really cool. Maybe like a full Cartoon Network. Yeah, that would be sick. All right, dude, but maybe we can figure something out. That'd be sick. I'll talk to my dude that helps me do the designs and see if he knows anything about like that kind of artwork. That would be sweet. But as for the stream, thank you guys for popping in. I'll be live in the next couple days, hopefully. I mean, I might not do... I don't know if I have any more Game Boys I can really build right now because I'm waiting on part... Oh, I get to cross this one off my list? Let's cross this one off the list. I'm really waiting for Game Boy Colors to come in because I have a bunch of Game Boy Colors I need to do. So we can actually rip this page and this page off. We're done with all that. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting. Probably do a vertical stream next, so if you hate those, I'm sorry. Thank you for... Shout out to Shiro, new member. Shout out to everybody that's hanging out today, chatting. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go chill out for a little bit and then get to shipping out some of these Game Boys. But be on the lookout for a new short soon. I'm definitely trying to make a short this week so I can get back on my schedule. I have about 20 orders I need to build, but like I said, I'm waiting on parts, so one of the most annoying things. Josh, I'm gonna try to email you back today, bro. I'm gonna try my best to email you back today. That's gonna be a goal. I should write it down. I'm gonna write it down. What, you know, when I really need to get it out, I'd write it down. All right. Email Wiggett, bruh. Oh, did you see that was clean? See, I can get a clean one. Oh, that was a bad one. Clean one right here. Ooh, there's a clean one. Let me get 5 clean ones. Oh, all right. Let me do 5 clean ones before, then we can get out. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 5 clean ones. Shout out to everybody. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys in the next couple days. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, watch the old videos, put them on loop, put my old videos on your, like, buy 10 phones, pull my channel up and like make it loop all my videos, and then like the stream on all 10 different accounts. Thank you guys. Love you. I'll see you guys in the next couple days. Peace out. Happy New Year.